Hello, my name is Tanay Tiwari and welcome to Buzz This Week, a show where cricket is a religion. But no harm comes if you follow other sports or make fun of cricket. On the show this week, cricket's week of hope and despair. What's up, ump? And cricket's changing dynamics. As a kid, rainy days were days of mixed emotions for me. I mean, I'd be happy that school was cancelled, but I was also sad because I couldn't go out and play. The playground was all damp and it was still raining. Last week, with all cricket and cricket-related announcements, it was like rainy day for me. I was happy because cricket finally returned. West Indies winning over England in a match made for the ages. Yes, German Blackwood batting out of his skins to pull West Indies out and make them win the first test. The West Indies' first series opener win away for more than a decade. It was the best of Test cricket on display as England and West Indies took each other on in Southampton. But then I was sad because Asian Cricket Council announced that Asia Cup for 2020 is all set to be postponed to 2021, where Sri Lanka will host the event. Hosts for 2020, Pakistan will now get to host Asia Cup in 2022. But then I was happy again because the announcement came through. Live cricket has resumed already, and latest addition to that list is the Caribbean Premier League, which will start on August 18th, end on September 20th. This will be the first time the Caribbean island of Trinidad and Tobago will see people travelling in post the island went into a lockdown. Players will be placed in the same hotel in small clusters called the household under strict quarantine norms. Now I know what you're wondering. समझ ही गया था मैं. IPL ना? You're thinking about the IPL. But कैसे आएगा IPL? You see, Trinidad and Tobago's authorities gave a nod for the go-ahead of CPL 2020 because there were only 133 confirmed cases in Trinidad and Tobago, of which 117 were cured completely. यहाँ भी मास्क लगाओ, सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग बढ़ाओ, कोरोना वायरस के नंबर्स कम करो, IPL भी घर आएगा. तब तक all of us will have to wait. The one place though where social distancing was on point and all the precautions in place was at Southampton as England took on West Indies in a spicy contest. Both sides not relenting at all. नहीं, ये वाला नहीं यार, the one that they played on the ground. But it was not all rosy as West Indies won the game, but umpiring decisions in the game came under the scanner. West Indies at one point had reversed as many as 7 on-field calls using the DRS. This prompted a debate on the social media, with the legend Sachin Tendulkar saying that umpires' calls should be done away with in entirety. And there were a lot of former cricketers and fans who rallied behind the master in this case. But then there's the other side to this debate as well, as Jimmy Neesham pointed out on Twitter. He said that technology is not foolproof and that is why you've got to give some weightage to the on-field calls from the umpires. And you see, Jimmy Neesham makes sense there because in the DRS, after the ball has hit the batsman's pads, Hawkeye predicts the path that it will take from the pads to the stumps. While doing that, it takes into account a number of factors. But it fails to take into account a number of unquantifiable factors like the weight distribution on the ball, how old is the ball, is there variable bounce on the pitch, etc, etc. And that is why when they say that more than 50% of the ball has to hit more than 50% of the stumps, the actual chances of that happening can range between 0 to 100%. That is why you give that benefit of the doubt to the on-field call of the umpires and go with the umpire's call.
अरे इतने ध्यान से स्कूल में फिजिक्स पढ़ लेता तो
अरे यार मम्मी. Cricket's resumption in Southampton last week started with a moving image of players from both the sides taking the knee to stand in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement and stand against the societal menace of racism. But things are not as good as they seem elsewhere. South Africa, a country that has had a wretched past of racial oppression and differences, has now seen controversies arise. Ashwell Prince, former South African cricketer, said that on a tour of Australia in 2005, he suffered racial abuses from the crowd. And when he pointed this out to an all-white team management, they brushed it under the carpet. But now the then coach of South Africa, Mickey Arthur, has denied these allegations. But this is not the only place where this is happening. Lungi Ngidi, the South African quick, has pledged his support to the Black Lives Matter movement and wants Cricket South Africa to do that as well, which has not gone down well with a lot of former cricketers. But if one change is taking time, another change has been ushered in, this time by Bangladesh Cricket, who have now signed a full-time sports psychologist who will be available to interact with and for players in the national squads. It is high time that cricket pays enough attention to mental health, and if Bangladesh is leading the way, we can only hope that other cricket boards follow the suit. Last week on the Buzz Challenge, you had to pick 3 fielders with gun arms in the outfield. And you guys picked some really good ones, yeah? Nikhil Gopalkrishna on Twitter said that his 3 gun fielders would be Kieron Pollard, AB de Villiers and David Warner. While Rahul Dev, again on Twitter, said that his 3 would be Andrew Simons, Kieron Pollard and Umesh Yadav. While Rahul on Instagram said that David Miller, Trent Bolt and Yuvraj Singh would make his 3 choices. Simons and Manish Pandey, how could I miss out on that, man? But your Buzz Challenge for this week is a little simple. You have to pick a bowler that you would choose to bowl the first over in a T20 internationals. Fasa dala na. Send us your answers using hashtag Buzz this week on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Anywhere, just send them to us. That's all on this episode of Buzz This Week. Until next week, remember, if at all you have to lie, don't lie like the organizers of some Sri Lankan T20 league, which they said was happening in Sri Lanka, presented it as a Sri Lankan league, while all this while it was happening in Mohali, being broadcasted out of Mohali.